First and foremost, I'd like to give all honors, praises, glories, thanksgivings, greetings, salutations, respects to yaHaWaH, Bahasham, yaHaWaShai, Bahasham, Rakabawak, Hakwadash. yaHaWaH, He is, He has been, He will be. yaHaWaH, He is existence itself. yaHaWaH, He exists. yaHaWaShai, He is salvation, He is deliverance, He is help, He is succor. yaHaWaShai, He is liberty, He is victory, forms, types of salvation. yaHaWaShai, He saves only the true Hebrew Israelites of the 212 tribe chart, so-called dark, black, browns, peoples of the world, so-called African Americans brought over on the West Atlantic slave trade, so-called Aboriginal, original, Native Americans, so-called Hispanic, Latino, so-called of North, South America, and all over the world, whose original homestead is Jerusalem, Israel. Recover, walk, Warash, Holy Spirit, the Holy Spirit, double peace, honor, salutations to elders of great millstone, GMS, Elder Tahar, Aramlab, Gabar, Recover, walk, top men, leaders, past, present, future, head apostle, prophets, predestinated, hopefully elect for salvation, liberty, victory, when Adonai yaHaWaShai breaks through the clouds, whom the world only calls Jesus, in a cloud with King David and the powers, principalities, angels, and delivers salvation through destruction. 80 to 90% of the world population will be fucking unalived. Whom the world only calls God is going to kill you all. So, and thus. Shalom to the Akimat on the highways and byways, internet information, super high, pushing the truth and sincerity, who follow the true, sincere doctrine of the verses, the Bible, the Torah, the scripts, in the Old Testament, the New Testament, the Apocrypha, in the Paleo, Hebrew, and the qâneh Greek, starting with the King James Version and adding supplemental versions of the Bible and languages and studies to show your calling and election sure, and be a good Berean like you're pushed to be a great millstone. Shalom, Brother Shroth. One more time until missiles hit Babylon, the great mystery Babylon. The bitch that sits on the beast in Revelation is America. America will be set on fire and every asshole in it. Starting with women and children, and I have to say that because that's the truth. And I do not lie. So, and thus, RFID chip, Neuralink mark of the beast will be introduced, and anyone who takes it, at least in America, is going to be set on motherfucking fire. Everywhere else, I'm pretty sure you're gonna die. The only way you're gonna survive or be not unalive is if you go into hardcore slavery. Then you'll wish you'll be dead. So you really ain't got a choice. You either got death or slavery, and we're gonna make it for you, hopefully, like predestinated with supernatural, paranatural powers. When yaHaWaShai breaks through the clouds and rises up to the prey, then World War III will fully commence with all the ammunition, weapons, rockets, missiles, bombs, grenades, so on and so forth, unleashed all to America. America will be set on fire and every asshole in it. Russia is going to fuck America up. Russia is going to fuck Israel up. The world with Russia is going to destroy America and every asshole in it. So, and thus, moving on with my mark videos in which I state what are the mark of the beast, how is the mark of the beast, why is the mark of the beast, what are the words that mean mark of the beast, what is the word mark, what is the word charagma, going into the Paleo Hebrew and the kaw-neh Greek, going 2, 3, 4 deep, or however the Spirit and I feel like doing it, because the Spirit tells one what to do, you don't do it. So if I feel like going 4 or 5 deep, that means the Spirit feels like going 4 or 5 deep, because I could care less in the flesh about doing any of these videos. But I know that I have to do it because the Spirit is telling me to do it as a hopefully elect member. So, and thus, the mark on the left-hand side, the carnal, satanic, demonic side for your assholes to worship food first and foremost, then your stomachs, Salakia, which is your stomachs, then money, materialism, which is your skins, and then the woman, which is your sexual flesh, is carnal and can be seen, felt, touched, and will pierce inside your skin. Any high technology inserted anywhere in your body and is the mark of the beast Neuralink, and you will be set on fire. And I will keep saying that until this country is set on fire. So and thus, the mark on the left-hand side is so-called red, white, European, Caucasian, which is the descendants in the same spirit and the peoples of Cain, which himself, Cain means spear, means possessor or possessed, means to acquire or to buy. It means to destroy pretty much, because the main word is weapon or stick. And a stick, even right now in today's terms, means a gun, and back then meant a sword. So, and thus, Revelations 13:17, and that no man might buy or sell food, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Koragma, mark, imprinted, graven, as in engraven, scratched, etched. Isaiah 36:6, lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, America, wherein if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, president, king of Egypt, America, to all that trust in him. Lo, thou trust in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, America, wherein if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it, or fight Egypt nearly. So is Pharaoh, the president, king of Egypt, of America, to all that trust in him. The word there for reed is qâneh. H7070, qâneh. From H7069, qâneh. Reed, branch. Calamus, a type of reed branch. Cain, a type of reed branch. Stalk, a type of reed branch. Balance, because you use a branch reed, which is just a stick, to balance things out in a balance. Bone, because it resembles a stick. Spearman, because you make spears out of sticks. Measuring rod, beams, shafts, anything that is erect. Qâneh, from 7069, a reed, as erect. By resemblance, a rod, especially for measuring, balances. Shaft, tube, stem, radius. Balance, bone, branch, reed, spearman. Qâneh has multiple meanings because the original meaning is a stick, literally a reed as erect. A reed is just a stick, and so you abstractly, figuratively bring all these other translations: branch, calamus, cane, stalk, bone, spearman, from a stick. Also, qâneh. The second meaning of qâneh is to buy, get, purchase, possess, own, recover, redeem, as in getting your shit back. Now, why would the second word that comes from qâneh, which is a brother word of the first qâneh, reed, branch, cane, spearman, be translated as buy, get, purchase, possess? Because you use a reed, a spear, a stick as a weapon to acquire, quote unquote, buy. You're really not buying, and if you are, you're in an extorting way buying, or in a um, tax loan shark way buying, i.e., you give someone money for something, but then you end up stealing that shit and your money back, being an asshole. So you possess, you get, buy a weapon. Qâneh, to erect. Create, by extension, procure, by purchase. Now you see where they're going by this one, because you erect a stick and or a reed or a branch is upright. That means you're establishing it, and that's what they're saying qâneh means, which is correct as well. But also, what I just said is also correct. So qâneh, that is translated by get, purchase, possess, possessor, is erect. So qâneh's literal root word can be erect. So again, erect can go into anything and everything damn near, but Paleo Hebrew, our forefathers, decided when they were creating the language to make erect a weapon. And when you get a weapon, you can acquire, possess things by stealing it, by murdering it, and then pretend and tell everybody that you're creating it, that you purchased it lawfully, that you procured it and possess it righteously, when we all know all you did, as the sword of the Lord, is to destroy, rape, rob, and murder. And that's why you have possessions. Not because you're smart, not because you work hard, but because you're an asshole. And like I said once, and I'll say it again, America's going to be set on fire and every asshole in it. Genesis 4:15, and yaHaWaH said unto him, therefore whoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And yaHaWaH set a mark on Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. You're not, well, back in the day, everyone was so-called black, brown. And if you saw a white motherfucker, so-called red, or so-called white but really red, you'd want to kill the motherfucker because you know that's not a correct human being. Something is wrong with that human being because his skin is white, really red, and he must be unalived. And they would have the correct notion because correctly everyone was dark brown or black, and whoever would come up with a so-called white but really red skin would in fact be an asshole. Murderous, lying, thieving, so on and so forth. So they were correct in wanting to kill him. And yaHaWaH knew that if anyone should see a white, red man, they would want to kill him. So he had to, or find Cain in general, because everyone in the world would know that he's the first murderer and would want to kill him for that reason. He would put a mark on them, making it white. Now, they'd still want to kill him, and they still would make the connotation or the connection of red white people being the devil and that you should kill them. But for all intents and purposes and for the movie yaHaWaH has directed, he let that not be. And he's doing now. No one can go against the sword of the Lord, which is Esau Edom, which is the descendant of Cain, so-called red, white, European, Caucasian. If you do, you will be unalived, as you can see in all the police body cams that are coming out, or you will be put in motherfucking prison for the rest of your fucking life. You are not allowed to touch Esau Edom. Only when Adonai yaHaWaH rises to the prey, and you have supernatural metaphysical powers in which you can be able and capable with power and might, Allah, to take on Esau Edom and his bullshit, then you can rise up to the prey along with Adonai yaHaWaH. But until then, try to even look at a white man wrong, and you will get unalived. Fuck around and find out, little niggers. So, and thus, Cain, Qayan, from Qayan 7013 and qâneh 7069. So Cain, the proper name of Cain in the Bible, comes from Qayan, which means spear. Spear. So Cain's name means both possessor and spear because he wants to possess everyone with a spear, both a literal weapon, the sword, the gun, or a microchip Neuralink weapon, the syringe. Either way, it's puncturing into your body. So, and thus, the mark of the beast on the left-hand side is a literal physical thing that you little children are going to take, or not. Once again, even if you don't take the RFID chip Neuralink mark of the beast, you will be set on motherfucking fire if you're in America and you ain't right. So, and thus, again, keep running out of time, but I'll come back with the same video going again into Qayan and qâneh over and over and over until you assholes get it. Until then, shalom be out the water baba, shalom.